Hi, welcome to the mini mystery with GourmetQuilter. This is part of the 2020 Tasty Treats series that we're running through the website GourmetQuilter.com this year, and this time it's a mini mystery quilt and we're having a whole lot of fun. We've been gathering evidence. We've got a little evidence pool up here that we're drawing from, that we started out with when that first piece of information came in, and we're just adding to it, and the evidence is changing. We're getting all sorts of different results coming through. There's notes if anyone's interested to receive them. You can order those through GourmetQuilter.com. So there's 20 parts to this mystery. It goes for 20 days. We are on to part 7. So this is day 7. So there's a download for each day and the video for each day. And so what we're doing this time is we're drawing again from our initial pool of evidence, and we're drawing from B2 as well as from our small amounts in the pool of small fabrics. And so I've gone ahead and I've done the cutting, and I've actually done a little bit of the sewing. The notes will show you and give you all the measurements and everything. So we needed to make 2 of these little half square units just with these small squares. So I've just done the diagonal line and I've stitched it and I've trimmed it. I haven't pressed it yet. I haven't done a second line of sewing as I do sometimes because they're very small and I didn't think I'd ever use anything that small. So these can be pressed, ready to be used. And then on this larger square here, we're also putting on a couple of these smaller squares. So again, I've marked my diagonal line, and we just want to put these on the 2 opposite corners of this square here of another colour. So I'll go ahead and I'll stitch this on so that you can just see how it all comes together. I'm just sewing on that diagonal line that I've drawn, and then I'm going to trim away the corners just 1/4 inch away. They're quite small, so probably not especially useful, certainly not to me, maybe to you. Depends what you like to do with your tiny bits. And now I'm just going to press these over towards the corner, although it wouldn't really matter which way the seam goes, but that seems the logical way. So now I've got a square, what was a square with 2 corners on of this nice darker background colour. So what we want to do now is we want to attach, we're going to put some other bits and pieces on there. So we want to put a piece on either side of this here like this, and then we want to put one of these onto the end of one of those, and we want to put one of those onto the other end of one of those, and one of those will go onto there and there. Now they could have all been the same fabric, but the way the block's made, it works out easier if we do it that way. So I'll go ahead and I'll pop these on so you can see how it all comes together. These are fun little blocks that we're making here as our evidence. So we can pop these other ones through at the same time as a little chain. And then we can come back through and put the bits on the other ends. So this one wants one of these plainer ones on the end here. I might just cut those apart because they just want to get in my way. And we can put this one on here. We can put this one on here, and this evidence is growing. It's quite intriguing. And we can press these. So we're going to press those seams in towards the rectangle. And this one we're going to press the seam again towards the rectangle. And what we're going to have here is a very delicious looking block, because we're going to pop that on the end of there and that on there, and we have what looks to me like something quite yummy in the form of a little wrapped sweet. So now we just need to join these on. Because we've pressed our seams in opposite directions, they will nestle for us nicely, and we can just join these two on and give it a press. Doesn't take very long to do some of these little blocks, which is great. Give that a press, and we've got a very delicious looking little block coming on. We'll press that towards that outside, I think. So there we have our evidence for 7A, so don't forget to label your evidence so that you know what it is. I think that's looking fantastic. We are doing so well with all this evidence gathering, and I hope you're enjoying it too. As I said, label it 7A, that is the end of this part, and I will see you again with part 8.